Now we'll look at adding a second button to our movie so that we can stop the animation when we click the stop button and play the animation when we click the play button. If you're following along, I'm working in 08_button_play.fla in the Chapter 13 folder in the Exercise Files folder. On the button layer on the stage, there are now two buttons. If you select the play button on the stage, you can see that it's an instance of BTN Play. Notice that it does not have an instance name, so let's give it an instance name now. Click in the instance name field in the Property Inspector and type play_BTN. Now let's select the first keyframe of the Actions layer and open the Actions panel by using the keyboard shortcut, Option F9 on the Mac, F9 on the PC. What we're going to do with this code is copy this whole block of code, and then we're going to paste it and modify the pasted code so that it works with the play button. And then we have a working stop button and a working play button. To do that, select all of the code in the Actions panel. And now we'll copy the code using the keyboard shortcut, Command-C on the Mac, Control-C on the PC. Click after the closed curly brace on line 6 at the very bottom of your code, and then go down a few lines, using Enter or Return on your keyboard, and then we'll paste the code that we copied. To paste the code, use the keyboard shortcut, Command-V on the Mac, Control-V on the PC. I mentioned earlier that if you wanted to apply the code to other buttons, all you'd have to do is change the button instance name and the name of the function that's going to run. So let's do that. On the stage, the name of the button instance for the play button was play_BTN. So on line 8, in the code that we just pasted, change stop_BTN to play_BTN. And then, at the Add Event Listener line of code that you pasted, find Stop Movie. It should be at the end of that line. Change Stop Movie to Play Movie. Then, in my code, it's on line 10. It's the line where we pasted the code, and we have the function definition or the function keyword, and then Stop Movie. Change Stop Movie to Play Movie. So now the play button is listening for a mouse click. It's going to run a function called Play Movie. The function is defined on lines 10 through 13. Inside of the curly braces of this function, we still have stop. The code here is actually pretty intuitive. To stop a movie, the code is stop. To play a movie, the code is play. So let's replace stop inside the curly braces of the pasted code with play. Notice when you type play, it should be all lowercase, the word turns blue. We essentially just copied and pasted all the functionality we created before, modified a few things, and now it'll work to play the movie. Let's test the movie and see how it works. Command-Return on the Mac, Control-Enter on the PC. Click the Stop button to stop the movie from playing. Click the Play button to play the movie. You can see that the button works, so let's close this window. And there's a look at adding functionality to a button to play a movie. And not just that, but you can always copy and paste this code that you wrote to react to a button click and modify it just a little bit to use it for something else. In the next few movies, we'll look at some more things that you can do with buttons.